The enigma with daggers, you'll soon seal its fate, allowing you to traverse the watery gate. This time, I'm close to the end of the route. Long John!
Ah, Jim, at last! I was expecting ye sooner.
Do you realize I almost left my hide in your blasted treasure hunt?
Yet here ye be, full of spunk and ready to take on new challenges, like freeing a bonny lass captured by heathen pirates.
Your daughter, Pepita?
Ah, so she spoke to ye. I forbade her to do so, but no matter. If she disobeyed me, then it means she has feelings like for you. One more reason to set her free smartly, and to punish that scurvy dog Morgan who dared take her hostage. You'll find a way. You can't tell me Morgan and his gang of drunkards will hold you up for long. We be in the caverns where the Indians worship their snake god. An excellent hiding place. I holds up here whenever strangers be on the island. So long as you let 'em be, them snakes don't attack. They come in here for a little siesta in the shade, when it be burning hot outside. Exactly. That's just what me enemies would have thought if the letter had fallen into their hands. And that would have advanced my interests.
I thought you'd been killed on the beach. I found your knife there.
Arg, so that's where she were. Must have lost it when I was a-hunting for shellfish. I ain't certain, but I got an idea about how things must have happened. There be but one person knew of my presence on Emerald Island. Quiet Jack. He brought supplies twice a year. I entrusted him with me parrot and the message. But I took care to make sure Jack didn't meet ye directly. He were to free the parrot in sight of your ship and let it carry you the letter. I suppose Morgan and his bunch happened on poor Jack. He ain't the chatty sort, but pirates know how to untie a tongue. They must have made him give up the island's position. Lucky they didn't get the parrot, and you got the message. I'm old and gimp, Jim. You gotta take up the gauntlet now. Nonsense! Their bite be fatal.
Ugh, nasty critters.
So long as you let 'em be, them snakes don't attack. They come in here for a little siesta in the shade, when it be burning hot outside.
Where does this passage lead?
It be a secret passage that come out in the cave I fancied up to live out me days comfortable like in. Morgan be there now with Pepita. Walk quiet like a cat, and you'll be able to spy on him.
How many other ways out of your house?
Only one. A passage that come up from the landing. Morgan and his lads come up that way, but I sprung up here and they didn't find me. Well, me son. Looks like your ordnance be less reliable than me old crutch.
I saw. Good job for someone who claimed to be old, weak, and unable to help me.
There's summat left in the old carcass, I guess. You complaining?
Hey, you two! Instead of blabbing, get these chains off me!
Where's the key?
It's Dick what got it, and he be in the bottom of the river now.
Oh no!
Could be that there's a double of that key someplace. Could be. Could be that there's a double of that key someplace. Could be.
Talk, Morgan, or I'll send you for a swim in that river.
I got but one thing to say right now. I'm here, drowning in me own blood, and you'd let me die like a dog? That ain't worthy of Christians. I got but one thing to say right now. I'm here, drowning in me own blood, and you'd let me die like a dog? That ain't worthy of Christians.
Uh-oh, the pirate. He's got a rifle. The net's torn. It'll take a netting needle to fix it. Reset the trap. They reset the trap. pirate's very close by. If only I could scare him.
Nah. Nah.
Thank you, Jim.
You used Yellow Dog's key. Did you kill him, Jim Hawkins?
No, Morgan. I caught him in a net like a big fish.
Not bad, Jim. Not bad.
And better yet, I saved your treasure. I had to use it as a cannonball to shoot at my ship, but I recovered it from the wreck.
Well, Jim, you see, I got to tell you something. That treasure ain't got no value whatsoever. My chest was filled with copper coins, painted gold or silver.
Huh? But why?
I needed a treasure to put you to the test, and I had nothing better to hand.
Thousand thunders!
Oh, be indulgent with an old man. I had to think of me daughter. Be certain he was fit to watch o'er her. You'll savvy when you have little ones yourself.
Well, in the meantime, here we are poor. I came all this way hoping to find fortune, but instead, I've lost my boat, and there was no treasure. You certainly got the best of me, you old scoundrel.
But aye, Jim, there be a treasure. Neither silver nor gold. A greater treasure is in store. Emeralds. Let's get back to the snake cave and I'll tell you all. I chanced upon these caves when I was searching the island to find me a hiding place. I'm dead sure the Indians hid their treasure, emeralds, right here.
Did they come from the mine?
Aye. The vein had almost given out when the Spaniards arrived. But before them, for centuries, the Maya Indians extracted your most gorgeous stones that they offered to their snake god.
How do you know they're hidden here?
I had the inscriptions in this gallery translated by an old Indian. Listen close. Let them answer all three beneath the serpent's gaze. From south to white north, how many days? From south to west, how many to count? And from west to north, add what amount? When twixt their arms the moon takes shape, the dazzle of riches will leave all agape.
Another enigma?
This one ain't mine. It's from the day when the Mayas ruled this island. I ain't been able to decipher it. You, Jim, you'll manage, and then the treasure's ours. The inscription says, the dazzle of riches will leave all agape. The treasure's right near, I'd swear it. And all that's missing is the key to the enigma. Think on it, Jim.
played in their ruins, and I think I know them a little. They lived in a strange world, both beautiful and terrifying at the same time. They offered up bloody sacrifices to their gods. That was the price they paid for order, peace, and the regular progression of the days.
What does that mean?
This be the glyph representing the moon.
I've got to admit, I'm impressed with your knowledge.
Oh, it's limited to the inscriptions in this gallery, the only ones I got translated.
It looks like the calendar wheels fit here as well as behind Hollow Head.
Calendar wheels?
The 2 discs you set there symbolize the sacred calendar of the Indians. The year has 260 days, each one designated by a number and an image. The year begins on 1 crocodile and ends on 13 flower.
Curious system.
The Maya had lots of associations that seem strange to us. For example, every cardinal point was symbolized by a specific day and by a color. Red was connected with the east, green with the center.
The center?
Yes, in addition to our 4 cardinal points, the Maya had a 5th, the center.
What does that mean?
That be a glyph what means either a count of days or the march of time.
The 2 discs you set there symbolize the sacred calendar of the Indians. The year has 260 days, each one designated by a number and an image. The year begins on 1 crocodile and ends on 13 flower. The Maya had lots of associations that seem strange to us. For example, every cardinal point was symbolized by a specific day and by a color. Red was connected with the east, green with the center.